In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an e-commerce website step by step. With this tutorial, I'll show you how to create any kind of e-commerce website to fit your brand. We are going to use a theme that is made perfectly for online stores. The homepage of the store displays a branded hero section with a call to action, a featured products categories, a counter section to give your clients some numbers about your business, top product section, a section for free shipping, fast delivery, and secure payments, and finally a section for recent blog posts. It also has a customizable shop where I will show you how to add simple and variable products. This online store comes with an about page, contact page, legal pages like privacy policy and terms of service, and lastly, an order tracking page that your clients will use to track their orders when they buy from your store. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully dynamic and interactive store that you can use to start making sales immediately. In this video, I will show you how to get your own custom domain name and hosting. I will show you how to install WordPress, which is the free software that we will use to create our website and also customize it the way we want. And don't worry if you are new to WordPress, because I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. I will specifically show you how to use a drag and drop page builder so you won't need any coding or past experience. In this video, I will show you how to install WooCommerce that we will use to add products to our store. And I will even show you how to make your own very logo for your e-commerce website for free. Also, I will show you how to integrate payment gateways into your e-commerce website, and also show you how to fulfill orders so that customers will keep buying from your store. So, if you want to learn how to create this e-commerce website, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sadiq here at Dikupages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. To create our website, we are going to use only free resources. The only thing we need to pay for is a domain name and a web hosting, which is a standard for every website. So I'm going to show you how to get your own custom domain and web hosting. So to get a custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below. Or you can go to your browser, enter dikupages.com in the address bar, then /Asura. Enter. This brings us to asurahosting.com. Asura Hosting offers multiple affordable hosting services to suit you perfectly. They have website hosting, reseller hosting, VPS hosting, and radio hosting. So for our purpose, we are going to web hosting. Asura Unlimited Web Hosting is a shared hosting that comes with unlimited bandwidth, NVMe Express SSD disk storage, email accounts, and many more, where you can choose between cPanel or direct admin when you are signing up, with up to 30% recurring discounts when billed annually for longer periods. Now let's take a look at the various shared hosting plans. Now with Asura Hosting, you can choose from Starter, Unlimited, and Unlimited Plus, where you can switch between direct admin or cPanel. So you can either decide to use direct admin, where you pay $1 per month for starter, or cPanel, where you pay $1.29 per month. So depending upon whichever control panel you want to use, either direct admin or cPanel. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use direct admin, where I will pay less. So these are the various features you get under the starter. You get 12 GB NVMe Express SSD storage, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited free SSL certificates, 15 email accounts, 15 websites, 15 databases, and many more. However, with the starter, you don't get to have private name servers, free gold 10 key reseller plan. You don't also get free domain yearly or free dedicated IP. Now for the unlimited package, everything you get is unlimited except that you will not get free gold 10 key reseller plan, free yearly domain, and also you won't get free dedicated IP. And lastly, with unlimited plans, you get all the features which are unlimited, and you also get free domain yearly as well as free dedicated IP. So I will recommend you to go in for the unlimited plus if you want to get extra features that the starter and the unlimited does not come with. Now going down, it is very important to take notice that when you are using the starter, for instance, you were paying $12 for a year, and at a renewal you also pay $12 for a year. You don't need to pay extra for subsequent years as other web hosting platforms do. So going up, I'm going to use the starter package for this tutorial. So I click on order now. So in here I can register a new domain or transfer my domain from another registrar, or I use my existing domain and update my name servers. So in here I'm going to register a new domain. So I search for the domain I want to use. Take note, the domain name you are going to use should be unique to you. If a particular domain is already registered, you cannot also register it for the second time. So let me search for a domain that I want to use. Dikupages, and then the domain extension. You can drop down the arrow here and choose the particular domain extension you want to use. Now if you are creating for a business and you want to go international, I would recommend you use .com. You can go ahead and use .net, .org, .biz. You can go ahead and use .org if you are creating for an organization, that is for instance an NGO. I will always recommend you use .com if you want to go international. So I choose .com, then I click on check. So if this domain is not registered, it will be available for me to use. But if it is registered, I cannot register it for the second time. So you see, dikupages.com is unavailable. What this means is that the domain name Dikupages has already been registered. Perhaps if I want the same domain name, I can go with a different domain extension, that is either .org or .net and whatever. But I want .com, so I will search again. So instead of Dikupages, I will say Dikupages web. Then I click on check. Awesome, congratulations, dikupagesweb.com is available for $99.99. So I click on continue. So these are the various features I'll get for the starter plan for the web hosting, which is $12 per year. So going down, you can choose your billing cycle either annually, 2 years, or 3 years. However, if you choose more than a year, that is 2 years, you save 16%, and you also save 16% when you go in for 3 years. You can also choose additional services like dedicated IP, either monthly or yearly, blister license, WHMCS, starter license. We don't need all this. So what I do is I click on continue, and in here I have the opportunity to use free DNS management. So I check this. IP address, I need to pay for it. I don't want to pay extra. And then email forwarding is free, so I check it. Then I click on continue. I like free things. And now the web hosting for starter plan is $12 per year, and then the domain registration is $99.99 per year, and everything amounts to $21.99 per year. Now going down, you can choose your currency depending upon where you are coming from. I'll leave it as dollars. If you have a promo code, you enter it in here. And finally, billing details. So if you are an existing customer, you click on existing customer login and then continue. But here is the case, I'm going to create a new account. So in here, I fill all these details: my first name, last name, email address, phone number, which is optional. Then my billing address, company name, which is optional, street address, city, state, and then country. Then in here, I enter my password and confirm my password. Now, payment method, you can go by PayPal. You can also pay by direct credit or debit card. You can also pay with Bitcoin. So I want to pay with my debit card, so I select that. Now in here, I enter my card number, the expiry date, and then the CVV number. Afterwards, I click on checkout. So now I'll fill all these details and go ahead and click on checkout and get back to you. Okay, my order is placed. I click on continue to client area. And now I am in my Asura hosting dashboard, and right there is the domain I've registered, dikupagesweb.com. Now let's go ahead and check our email for the login details to Asura web hosting. Alright, I'm in my Gmail account, and Asura will send us so many messages. So for the first time, you need to confirm your domain name by going here. Because I'm already on Asura, I won't get that confirmation link. By you coming to Asura for the first time, you need to click on the link just to confirm your account. So I go back. The next thing I'll do is look for Asura hosting, that is hosting account information. So I click in here. Then this particular email will have the login details to my Asura hosting platform. Right here, I have my control panel login details, which I need to hide for obvious reasons. So to be able to log into your control panel, you need to open the server URL. So I'll just highlight it, and I can right click, copy, open a new tab, paste it in, enter. Then I'll go back and grab my username and password. So I'm just picking the password because the username is simple to remember. Then I click on sign in. And now we are in Asura hosting cPanel. And these are the various features you get when you host with Asura hosting or any other hosting platform. So that's it, guys, on how to get a domain name and a web hosting with Asura. Now, having logged into our control panel with Asura hosting, it's time to install WordPress. So to install WordPress, I scroll down to extra features. Then I click on SoftwareClause Auto Installer. With SoftwareClause Auto Installer, you are just a few clicks away from installing WordPress. So I click on it. Now this is WordPress. So in here, I click on Install, or I can go to the left side menu to click on WordPress from here. So I'll just click on Install now. So now the installation URL, take note, Asura hosting is giving us free SSL. So make sure you choose HTTPS, and then the domain, you choose the domain you have registered. In directory, you need to remove what is there, because if you install on whatever you see here, meaning you are installing on a subfolder and not on the main domain. So you need to remove what you have under in directory. Now going down, site name, in here you change the name of your website as well as the site description. I'll leave this for now so that I use it to teach you how to rename your WordPress website. Now under admin account, I change the username, Sadik, and the password, I hide it. Take note, this username and password you are going to enter here is what you always use to log into your WordPress website in order to edit it. So you need to keep it safe. And then the admin email, I'll change it to my Gmail account. I used to purchase the domain from Asura. It doesn't really matter. You can use whatever email you want. Now language, you can select the language you want to install WordPress with. I leave it as English for now because I speak English. Then I scroll down, click on install, and WordPress will install in some few seconds, and we are right there. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Now we can click on the URL, that is our domain. to go to our website. So I click on it. So this brings me to my website. So this is how we install WordPress using SoftwareClause Auto Installer. Now that we have installed WordPress, let's go ahead and look at how to log into our WordPress website. So to log into your WordPress website, you need to enter your domain name, that is dikupagesweb.com, then bring /wp-admin and hit enter. This will take you to the login page. So in here, I enter my username and then the corresponding password. Enter. So upon login, it will take you straight to the dashboard of your WordPress website. And that is the back end of our website. So we have the front end and we have the back end. Let's take a look at the front end. So I right click on the name of my website, open link in a new tab. So this is the front end of my website. That is what visitors will see as soon as they enter the URL or my domain name. And in here is the back end. That is where I can come to edit my website. Now let me give you a quick tour of the dashboard, or what we'll see as soon as we log into WordPress. So in here is the dashboard area where you have these widgets that show some statistics and latest events and news. At the left hand side pane is dashboard where we have home and updates. The home link points to the same dashboard, so clicking on it will just take you to the dashboard again. And then updates, this is where you see future updates that comes in WordPress. So anytime you see a particular number attached to updates, that means you have that much of updates to take care of. Next is post. This is where you can create blog posts, and all the posts you'll be creating will be listed when you go to all posts. And you can also group your posts into categories and tags. Media, in here you can add all the media you want to use on your website, that is pictures, videos, audios, and even documents. Pages are the static pages you create on your WordPress website. So you can go to all pages to see the various pages you have on your WordPress website, or you click on add new to add a new page. Comments, this is where all comments that users of your website send will appear. So you can go there to moderate the comment, that is either approve them or delete them. Appearance has to do with the theme we'll be using on our WordPress website. A theme is basically the design and layout of your WordPress website. So for instance, if you go to the front end, so this is a theme we are currently using. That is the green background and the black text. Next is plugins. Plugins are just software that will extend the functionality of your WordPress website. Users, this is where all users of your website will be listed, and you can also create new users using this particular command. Now with tools, you can check the site health of your website and many more. Under settings, you can perform various settings like changing the name of your website and also changing the links of your website. We'll see how to change the permalinks of our website later in this tutorial. So that's a quick tour of the WordPress dashboard. Now let's go ahead and clean up and also set up our WordPress website. So all these widgets you see in here, I don't want them. I want to clean them up. So I'll click on dismiss, and I can collapse this, and that. Or I can go ahead to screen options and I'll uncheck all this just to remove them from here. Okay. Next, I go to post. Defaultly, WordPress will give you the hello world post as soon as you finish installing WordPress. We don't need this, so I trash it. I go to trash, empty the trash. Next, we go to pages. So I select all, bulk actions, move to trash, apply. Then I go to trash, empty the trash. Appearance, take note, this is where our themes are, and this is the current theme we are using, meaning we don't need all these themes, so I'll delete them. Click delete. Okay, awesome. Now let's go to plugins. There are 2 plugins in here and we don't need them, they are not even activated, so I check all, bulk actions, delete, apply. Okay, so now our WordPress website is clean. Now let's go ahead and do some settings. First of all, I want to go to users and all users. So currently this is the only user we have, that is myself, my email, and the role I am having is administrator, meaning I can customize my website every single way I want. So my username will also appear right here, but if I don't want this name to appear right here so that I have my full name, so I'll just click on edit. In here you can choose admin color scheme, so this is the default, light, modern, blue. Okay, so you can choose whichever one you want. I want to keep it at default. So this is my username, I cannot change it, and I'll enter my first name. Then display name publicly as, so I can drop down the arrow and choose my full name. I'm seeing these names here because I have specified my names in here, and this is my email, I can change it if I want, and my web address. In here I can enter my biographical information so that it will appear, or I can decide to show it under blog post. I will leave this for now. You can do that at your own time. Now profile picture, if I want to have a profile picture in here, what I need to do is go to this link, that is Gravatar website. That is a website for WordPress, so I can create my account and add my image there. So whatever email I use to create my Gravatar account, I need to specify that email in here to pull the image from Gravatar website. I'll skip this for now. In here I can also set a new password if I want. I don't want to do that. I click on update profile. So my full name will now appear right here. Next, let's go to settings, then click on general. So this is where we can change the name of our website. So I remove my blog and enter Imacan collections, and then the tagline, I can also specify what I want. Next is website address URL. Now this is where you can make your website secure if it is not secured, like you see in here, connection secure. Now if your web host comes with an SSL certificate, you need to add the S to the HTTP. That is if you don't see the HTTPS in here. So you add the S here and do the same thing here as well. But here is the case, I already have that, so I don't need to do anything. And then in here, I can also change the email address to my website. I'll leave it as it is for now. The membership, it is very important to check this box so that anyone can register on your website, since we are making an e-commerce website. So I scroll down, then save changes. Next, let's go to permalinks. Now defaultly, this is what our website is using, that is day and name. So whatever post you make on your website now will assume this sample you are seeing right here, which is not good for search engine optimization. So if you want to get better ranking on search engines, you need to choose post name, and this is how the sample will look like. So after the .com, you see / and then the name of your post title. I scroll down, save changes. Perfect. So that's it on cleaning up our website and also setting it up. Now that our website is set up, let's go ahead and install a theme. A theme is basically the design and layout of your website. Before we install a theme, let's quickly take a look at our current design and layout of our website. So I right click on the name of my website, open in a new tab. So now this is the look and feel of my website, a green background and black text. So to install a theme, I'll go back to the dashboard of my website, go to Appearance, Themes. Under Search Themes, I enter OceanWP. So this is OceanWP, and that is the theme we are going to use for the purpose of this tutorial in order to create our e-commerce website. So I click on Install. It is installed. I activate. After activating the theme, it will recommend we install Ocean Extra. We'll do this later. However, let's go and take a look at the new look and feel of our website. I refresh. Now it looks a bit better now. So I exit out of here. So this is how we install a theme on our WordPress website. Okay, now that we have installed our theme, let's go ahead and install some plugins that we'll use in order to create our e-commerce website. So to install a plugin, I go over to Plugins, then click on Add New. Under Search Plugins, I enter OceanWP. I'll first of all install Ocean Extra, which is recommended by the OceanWP team. With Ocean Extra, you'll get additional features like widgets, meta boxes, and many more. So I install now. It is installed. I won't activate it now. I'll install other plugins that we'll be using so that I'll activate all the plugins at once. I also need Ocean product sharing. Since we are making an e-commerce website, we want our visitors to share our products on social media platforms. I'll also install social sharing so that users will be able to share our blog posts on social media. Next, I'll install Ocean sticky header. It is right here. Install. Now that I've installed OceanWP recommended plugins, let me install one important plugin, which is Elementor. Elementor is the plugin that we'll use to build our website, and it has over 5 million active installations. I click on Install now. I'll also install premium add-ons for Elementor, which will give us extra features in addition to the Elementor page builder. Install now. Now I installed Live Mesh add-ons for Elementor. All these plugins will add extra functionalities to the Elementor page builder. Next, I install Elements Kits. So I install Element Kits for Elementor. Install now. I'll install Wishlist so that users of my website can add products to their wish list. So I'll install this one, TI WooCommerce Wishlist. Install now. So now that we have installed the preliminary plugins, let's go and activate them. So I go to Install Plugins. So in here, all these plugins are installed, but they are not activated. So as soon as we install them, including Ocean Extra, this message here will go off. So I can activate them at once by selecting everything in here. Go to Board Actions, activate, then apply. So all the plugins are activated successfully. So that's it on how to install our preliminary plugins. Now let's install the most important plugin that we'll be using in this very tutorial. and that is WooCommerce. WooCommerce is the plugin that will give us the opportunity to add products to our website so that we can sell to our customers. So I'll go over to Add New. Then I search for WooCommerce. WooCommerce is the world's most popular open source e-commerce solution, and it has over 5 million active installations. So I install now. It is installed. I activate. After it is successfully activated, it will take you to the setup wizard where you can set up WooCommerce right here. So this is just a sort of survey that WooCommerce will demand from you to fill out these details. Even if you skip this setup, you can still do it in the WooCommerce settings. But let me just walk you through it. So I'll enter in my details here. So I've filled out my details. I've selected Ghana because I'm from Ghana and I am not setting up a store for a client. So I click on continue. No thanks. So WooCommerce will want to know the industry in which you want to set up. So I'll choose fashion, continue, and I'm going to sell only physical products. You can change all this later. I can even decide to sell downloadable products in future. But for now, I'll leave it as physical products, continue. So how many products do you plan to sell? Maybe I don't know yet. Currently selling somewhere? No. So WooCommerce will want you to install any of these plugins or all of them. I don't need them, so I'll toggle them off. All these plugins are marketing plugins. So I click on continue. And in here, WooCommerce would like me to choose a particular theme I want to go with. I'll stick to my current theme, and I don't want to install Jetpack. I'll say no thanks. Now let's go over to pages to make sure that all the necessary pages are created. So we have the cart page, checkout page, my accounts, privacy policy, sample page, and then shop page. I don't actually need sample page. I'll show you how to create a privacy policy page later on in this tutorial. So these are the pages I want to delete. I go to board actions, move to trash, apply. I can also go to trash and then empty the trash. Now up here you see that WooCommerce Wishlist plugin is misconfigured, and we'll look at how to solve this when we are creating pages for our website. So this is how we install WooCommerce and also set it up. Now that we have installed and enabled WooCommerce, let's go down further to adding payment gateways, shipping, and taxes. So to do that, I go over to WooCommerce and I click on settings. So in here under store address, you see details of my store, which I've already specified when I was installing or setting up WooCommerce. And I think I have a spelling mistake here. Just add E here. So I don't do any other thing. I go down to general options. So selling locations, I don't want to sell to all countries. So I'll sell to specific countries. And in here, I choose the country I'm going to sell to. So I'll enter Ghana. Okay, so all the countries I want to sell to, I'll list them over here. And then shipping location, I'll ship to all the countries I'll be selling to. So in here, I can decide to enable tax rate and calculations so that at checkout, buyers will be able to see the tax which is applicable to whatever products they are buying from my shop. I can also decide to include the tax rate in my pricing system so that I don't have to enable taxes. So there are instances buyers will come to your website. They have already seen the price of your item, but during checkout, an additional cost is coming to add to the previous cost, which they might move out from your shop if they happen to see extra cost. So I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm not going to enable taxes. I'll just include everything in my pricing system. So I go down, and the currency options, I leave it as United States for now. I can change it later. And finally, number of decimals, I want to make it 2 decimal points so that I'll be able to set up my prices with decimals. So I click on Save Changes. Next, I go over to Products. I scroll down. Now in here, you have to make sure that your shop page is directed to shop. Okay, you can also decide to redirect your clients to the cart page as soon as they have added any product to the cart. I don't want to do that. I want to give my client the opportunity to select more than one product before they can go to cart. And the measurements, you can choose whatever measurement is applicable in your area. I will leave it as kilograms, and then dimensions, I will leave it as centimeters, and I leave the rest as it is. So I've not done any changes here, so I don't need to click on Save Changes. Now I go to Inventory. Now in here, you can decide to enable stock management or unenable it, so that you'll be notified when your product reaches a low threshold. Currently it is set to 2. I can make it whatever number I want. So for instance, if I leave it at 5, meaning anytime my product is left with 5, I'll be notified through this email or whatever email I will specify in here. And when my product reaches 0, I'll get another email indicating that my product is out of stock. So in here, I'll set it as 10. Then I click on Save Changes. Next, I go over to Shipping. So first of all, I need to add a shipping zone. So I click on Add Shipping Zone. So zone name, I enter Ghana. Now under zone regions, over here in Ghana, we have 16 regions, and I'm currently in Northern region, and I want to set up a free shipping for Northern region. So I'll just enter Northern, then I select it from here. Now I click on Add Shipping Method, and I'll choose Free Shipping. Click on Add Shipping Method. Now free shipping is added for Northern region, so I save changes. Now I'll go back to shipping zones. So here's my shipping method. It is added over here, free shipping for Northern region. Now locations that are not covered in my shipping zone, I'll manage shipping methods. Now for locations that are not covered in my shipping zone, I'll add a shipping method such that I'll set up a flat rate fee so that users who are not in Northern region will have to pay that flat rate in order to place their order. So I leave it as flat rate, then I click on Add Shipping Method. So flat rate fee is added. I click on Edit. So here is the title of the shipping method, flat rate, and it's not going to be taxable. Remember, I said I will include taxes as part of my prices, and then the cost will be $10 for every single order. So I click on Save Changes. Okay, that is added. Now I go to Payments. And the payment methods, I will use cash on delivery and then PayPal. So I just enable them from here. For cash on delivery, after enabling it, I don't need to set up anything. By default, everything will be perfect as I want it. However, I'll need to configure or set up PayPal. So I click on Setup. So make sure you enable PayPal standard, and then you enter your PayPal email address. That is the email address you use to sign up for PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, you can go to paypal.com to sign up for PayPal. However, PayPal is not available in some countries like Ghana. I'm only doing this to show you how to add PayPal as a payment gateway, that is if it is accepted in your country. So I go down, click on Save Changes. Next, I go to Accounts and Privacy. Now in here, I'll check Allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. I'll also check this, allow customers to create an account during checkout. And then I'll also allow customers to create accounts on the My Accounts page. Then I go down, click on Save Changes. Next, I go to Emails. So in here, I need to specify the particular email address that my new order, cancel order, or failed order will be sent to. So take note, this is the email I use to set up WordPress, and that will be the default email address that my new orders will be sent to. I can manage it from here and choose whatever email I want to set over there. So in here, I can change the email. I don't do anything for subject and email heading. I leave it as it is, and I can decide to change the additional content, but I'll leave it as it is for now. So when changes are done, you click on Save Changes, but I've not done any changes. So finally, I go to Advanced. I'm not going to touch integrations. We don't need to do anything from there. So in here, I make sure my cart page is set to cart, checkout page is set to checkout, my account page is set to my account, and then terms and conditions. If I have terms and conditions, I'll enter that in here. For now, I don't have it, and you can create those later. So I go down, click on Save Changes. So that's it on how to set up WooCommerce for our e-commerce website. Now that we have installed and set up WooCommerce, let's go ahead and add some products to our e-commerce website. So to add a new product to my e-commerce website, I go over to Products, then I click on Add New. So under product name, I enter the name of my product. Then in here, I enter the description of my product. This is going to be the main description that will appear under the product image. I have a dummy content I'll paste in here. I don't need to type everything from scratch in order not to bore you with my slow typing. Maybe I can create a new paragraph here. Perfect. Going down, I go to product data, and under price, I enter 99.99. I can also decide to enter a sale price. For instance, if I want to reduce the price of my product from 99.99 to 69.99, I can do that under sale price. And I can also decide to schedule it. I can pick a date it will be activated, for instance today, and then the day it will end, maybe the last day of the month. Next, I go to inventory. In here, I can enter an SKU to identify my product. SKU is stock keeping unit, and it's just a unique identifier to your products. So I'll say 001, just something to fill up the field. I can also manage stock by enabling the checkbox here, and in here I enter the quantity of the particular product I'm working on currently, that is classic men's suit. So if I enter 10, this will be displayed on my product page so that visitors of my website will know that this is how much of stock I have in my store. And do I want to allow back orders? So if I enable this, visitors of my website will be able to place orders even if I don't have any product in stock. So I can decide to say allow but notify the customer such that my visitors or my buyers will know that I don't have the product at hand for now, and they can get their product later. I can also say allow. They will just be able to place the order, but they won't get any notification to indicate that the product is not really in stock. So in here, I can enter 5 to indicate that when my products are left with 5, I'll be notified so that I'll stock them up. Next, I go to shipping. Now in here, I can enter the weight of my product. So I will say 5, and the dimensions, I'm just putting something to fill up the space or to show you how it is done. So I'll say 8, and the width 5, 4. Okay. And shipping class, I leave it as no shipping class for now. And link products, attributes, advanced, I don't do anything in here. I go down to product short description. Whatever you enter under product short description will appear beside the image of your product. So I paste in my dummy content again. I go up. Under product categories, I click on add category. Then I call it suits. Okay. Now this is going to be a main parent, so I don't do anything in here. So I click on add new category. So it is added and also checked. Going down, I can add product tags so that visitors who search based on those particular tags can be directed to this particular product I'm adding. So I'll say suits, jackets. Okay, now I'll set product image, and that is the image that will appear on the product page. So I'll select files. Now I'll search for the location of my product images. So in here, I'll go for the red jacket. I click on open. Now in here, for the purpose of SEO, that is search engine optimization, I'll enter the name of the product under alt text, that is classic. Now paste the same thing in here, then set product image. I can also decide to add more product images for this particular product, maybe different colors of this particular product. So I scroll up, then I click on publish. Now the product is saved. I'll view it in a new tab. So this is how my product page will look like. This is the product title, the regular price, that is $99.99, and then the sale price $69.99. And this is the short description as specified, and below here is the long description. That is where I created a paragraph, and I have 100 in stock, and visitors of my website or my shop will be able to increase the quantity and add to cart. They can also decide to add it to their wish list. And in here, I also have the SKU, category, and then the tags I specified. Visitors also have the option to see additional information, that is the weight and dimensions, and then they can submit a review. And down here below, they can share it onto their social media platforms that are available in here. So now that we have created a simple product, let's look at how we can create or add a variable product to give our buyers the opportunity to select from a variety of colors and sizes, depending upon what you want to see in your shop. So let's go back to the product page, and to add a variable product, I'll click on add new here. So in here, I enter under product description. I'll go ahead and copy my dummy text, paste in here, and I'll go down to product short description and paste it there as well. Now take note, under OceanWP, I don't do anything here, so I can decide to collapse it. Now under product data, I drop down the arrow under simple product and choose variable product. So in here, you won't get the opportunity to set up prices until you set up your variations or your attributes from here. So now I've already shown you how to use SKU, mini stock. I'm not going into that anymore. So before we continue, I'll go over to products and then go to attributes. I'll right click and open it in a new tab. So this is where I'm going to create all my attributes. So first of all, I'll create color, the color attribute. Then I'll click on enable archives. This will give me the opportunity to add the color attributes as part of widgets in my e-commerce website. For instance, if I go to the product page, these are some widgets. So I can add it to my widget in here so that visitors can actually select the colors from here. So if I have a bunch of different colors on my e-commerce website, users can just decide to click on red so that all products that are having the red color will be displayed for them to choose from. Okay, so I go back there and I click on add attributes. I'll also add size, add attributes. Now that I've added my attributes, let me go ahead and configure the theme. So I click on configure theme beside color. In here, I enter the various colors I want to have on my shop. So I'll say red, add color, blue, add color. So I'll go ahead and add all the colors I want on my shop. So now these are the various colors I want to have on my shop. I'll go back to attributes. Then I'll configure size. So in here I can start to use S for small, L for large, XXL, that is extra large, but I just want to make them simple by specifying small, add new size. Next is medium, add new size, and finally large, add new size. Alright, I've added all my sizes, and I can also decide to rearrange them by taking small on top. So I'll hold it from here, take it up, and then medium will follow. So I have small, medium, and then large. So I exit out of here and here as well. Now go to attributes. So to get the various attributes in here, I need to refresh this page so that it will pick everything from what I've created under attribute in here. Okay, I need to enter everything again. So I'll say slim. I paste in my demo content as my product description. So under variable products, I go to attributes. I drop down the arrow in here, then I choose color, add attributes. Okay, so in here, if I go to select items, I'll see all the colors I've added under attributes. So the product I'm going to add, maybe it is in black color, red color, and white color as well. I can decide to just click on select all to enter all the colors I have. And then I can also click on select now to remove everything. So I'll select all and then I'll remove red. Okay. Now I'll select use for variations. Then I click on save attributes. Okay, color is added. Maybe that particular product also comes in different sizes. So I choose size, add. So if I click here, all the sizes will drop. Now I choose small, medium, large. And always make sure you check use for variations, save attributes. Now I go over to variations. I drop down the arrow and the add variation. Then I click on create variations from all attributes. Then I click on go. Are you sure you want to link all variations? This will create a new variation for each and every possible combination of variation attributes. And you have maximum of 50 per run. So I click on OK, and I have 9 variations added. Take note that I selected 3 colors and also selected 3 different sizes. So every single color will come with every single size. That is why we are having 9 variations being added. I click on OK. So you see in here, black will come with small, black medium, black large, blue small, blue medium, blue large, white small, white medium, white large. Okay, that is why we are having 9 different variations. So now is the time to add the prices and their respective images. But before I do that, let me set a product image. So I use the black as the main product image. Now I'll expand everything from here. So black small, I click on it. So this black color, set. You can set up the SKU at your own time. I don't want to waste time on this. Then the price is 99.99. I'll leave width and dimensions. And then black medium, I choose the same black color. Take note, you can use one image for all the colors for black and also for the sizes. The prices will have to differ, or the prices will have to make the difference. So for medium, it will be 89.99. Then I go down to black large. I select it, set variation. Then the price, the large will be 100.99. Going down to blue color, blue small. So I'll use this as blue. Then the price will be 99.99. Blue medium, the price 99. And then blue large 100.99. I hope you get the concept, so I'll go ahead and enter the rest and get back to you. So everything is added. I click on save changes. Then I scroll up, click on publish. Product is added. I right click and view it in a new tab. So this is how my product page will look like. So my list price starts from $89.99 to $150.99. So users can go in here, choose the color they want, and then also choose the size they want. So I'll choose blue and then large. It will appear here. Take note, this is the color I use for blue. Let me go to white. So this is white large or white small. You won't see the image changing because I'm using the same image for all the sizes. So let me clear. I go to white. After picking the color, you won't see the image changing until you choose the size. So I go to medium, you see that. So this is how it works. Then I can add to cart. So this is how we add products to our e-commerce shop. Now I'll go ahead and add more products to my e-commerce website. So I will suggest you also do the same so that we have more products to work with. Now that we have created some product for our e-commerce website, let's go ahead and create some blog posts. Blog posts are just a means of making our website get traffic. So you may want to create blog posts that are related to the products you sell on your e-commerce website. So to create a blog post, I'll go over to Post, then click on Add New. So in here, I enter the title of my post. So the title of my post is how to choose the right shoe size for business presentation. So this is a good title for SEO in order to drive traffic to your e-commerce website. So in here, I enter the body of my content. So I'll just paste in a dummy content, can make a new paragraph and paste another. And at the right hand side, I click on post so that I'll get the post settings. I scroll down to categories. So in here, you may want to specify categories for your post. So I click on add new category. Then I enter fashion tips. Click on add new category. So it is added. I'll go ahead and add some tags. I'll say fashion, shoes for men, just like that. So down here below, I choose a featured image. So I go to upload files, select files. Now I locate where my images are for my blog post. So I select this, open. So for better SEO ranking, you may want to enter all text for your featured image. So how to choose a shoe size, something like that. So I copy it and I can paste it in here. Then I click on set featured image, and that's it. Then I click on publish again. Now let's view it. So this is how my blog post will look like. And down here below, I have my social share icons. Remember, we installed a plugin that will take care of that so that my visitor can share to whatever platform they want. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more blog posts, and I suggest you also do the same so that we take it to the next level. So this is how we add blog posts to our e-commerce website. Now that we have created some blog posts for our e-commerce website, let's go ahead and design the home page of our website. So before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the current look and feel of our home page. So my home page, or our home page, is displaying our latest blog post, and that is not what we want, and there's no way we can edit this particular home page. So to be able to design the home page for our e-commerce website, we need to create a page and make it our home page. So to do that, I go over to pages, then I click on add new. I'll call it home. You can call it whatever you want. Then under OceanWP settings, content layout, I make it 100% full width. Under title, I disable the page title. Then I click on publish again. So it is published. Now let's view our home page. So this is how the page will look like, but it is not our home page yet. So in order to make it our home page and also edit it, we need to go back to the back end of our website, then go over to settings, then click on reading. So under your home page displays, it is currently your latest post. Now I want to make it a static page, so that select a static page under home page. So I drop down the arrow and choose home. Then I scroll down, click on save changes. Now let's go back to the front end of our website and refresh this page. We will now see the home page we created as the home page of our e-commerce website. This may sound confusing, but you now see the new look and feel of our home page, as you can see on the URL. Okay, now that we have created our home page, let's go ahead and edit the page. So I click on edit page, then click on edit with Elementor. So take note, Elementor is the page builder we are going to use in order to build our website and also customize it the way we want. So our page is opened with Elementor, and at the left hand side you see so many widgets that we can use in order to design our home page. You can also call them elements, whichever way the usage matters. So to use any of this, you may want to create or add a section by clicking on the plus icon, and you can choose any of these structures depending upon the number of columns you want your section to take shape. So let me go ahead and click on the single section column, and to be able to use any of the elements, I click on this shape right here so that I have all the elements. I can click and drag in the heading elements. So before you drop, make sure you see this blue line, then I drop. So in here, I can edit my text here. So I'll say quality shirts for men. And then I can also go ahead and add in an image under my heading. I have my image right here, and I click in here to choose an image. So I'll go ahead and choose this, insert. I can reduce the size by going to medium, something like that. Okay, medium, large. I can also use custom down here, and I specify the size I want. So I will say 500 by 400, something like that. Apply, and this is how it will look like. I can also drag in a button underneath here, and then I can change the text of the button, shop now, something like that. And in here I enter a link that when people click, it will take them to a particular page depending upon whichever link I specify here. So since we are making an e-commerce website, I have the shop page, so I just enter shop, and it will display every single post that has shop inside. So I choose this. So that's the shop page of my e-commerce website. I can also give my design a background color by clicking on edit section right here. Then I go to style, and the background type, I can choose color, can choose different variations. Okay, and I can also use gradient, so that I choose 2 different colors, something like that. Awesome. Then I can change the angle to, for instance, 90. You see how the gradient looks like. I can also change the font style for this particular text here. So after clicking on it, that is selecting it, I go to style, can change the font color to white. Then I can change the font itself. Currently it is using Roboto. I can change it to Poppins, and I can increase the size to 50, just like that. So I hope you get the concept. However, this is not the design we are going to look at. I'm just trying to show you how to use some of the elements. So I exit out of here by clicking this. So now let's design the hero section of our home page. So to create my hero section, I click on add new section. I choose double column, and under layout I go to height, drop down the arrow, I choose minimum height, which is 400 pixels. I go to elements, then I drag in the heading elements on the first column. Then I edit the text to Imacan Collections. That is the name of my shop. I need the same heading for another text. So what I'll do is I can right click on the pencil icon here, then I click on duplicate. So the second one is selected. I edit it from here. Your home of quality menswear. Next, I go back to elements. Then I drag in the button element right there. And I'll change the text to shop now. And I'll link it to my shop page. Take note, the moment you install WooCommerce, that page will be created for you. So I just enter shop and I select the page. So you see the URL right there. Next, I go back to elements and I drag in the image element. I click on it from here, upload files, select files. I go to the folder where I can locate the image I'm looking for. I'll go to home page and this is the image I'm looking for. I'll just insert it. I click on insert media. Perfect. Now that I've inserted all the elements I need, I'm going to change the background of my hero section. So I click on edit section right here and I go to style. Under background type, I go to classic. Then I choose image from here. Upload files, select files, choose this image, open. It is uploaded. I insert media. I go to position. I choose center. Then size, I make it cover. You can explore any of these options right here. Now under attachment, I want to make it fixed so that if I'm scrolling, the background image will be static, like a parallax design. Perfect. Now I'm going to give it a background overlay. So I'll go to classic. I choose a color from here. I'll make it black. And in here, I can increase the opacity to 0.6. Now it's time to customize my text. So I select Imacan Collections. I go to style, text color. I make it white. Now go to typography. And the font family, I make it Poppins. And I increase the size. I want to make the size 90. Okay. Now your home of quality menswear, I edit that one by clicking on it. I go to style and the text color, I make it white. And then typography, I click on the pencil icon. Then I drop down the arrow and the font family. Then choose Poppins. And since I'll be using Poppins in my design, I'll click on the plus icon right here. Click create new global fonts. And I'll enter Poppins so that I can easily select it anytime I want to choose my font. So I click on create. So if I go to the global icon right here, I'll see Poppins as part of my global fonts. Perfect. Now I'll increase the size. I'll make it 32. And now I'll work on the button by clicking on it. And the size in here, I'll make it medium. Let me explore large. I think large is cool. I'll go to style and I'm going to remove the background color. So I click on color right here and the opacity, I'll drag it to the end just like that. Click here to exit there. Now border type, you see that my button is only showing the text. I want to add a border so that it will stand out. So I drop down the arrow here, choose solid, and then the width, I'll make it 2. So if I enter 2, it will run through all the sizes, that is top, right, bottom, and left. Awesome. I can also change the radius of my borders by clicking here. Let's enter 2. Let's make it 50, and it will be rounded. I kind of like this. Let me preview it by clicking on the arrow right here. I think it's cool. Okay. Now, if people hover on the button, how do I want it to behave? So I go to hover. In the text color, I leave it as it is. Then I go to hover animation. Let me go to grow. Okay, so when people hover on it, this is how it will behave. You can explore the rest here, like pause grow. It will be bouncing like that. Push. Okay, and then let me see, bounce in. Okay, there are more of them. You can explore them, but I want to use grow. Perfect. Now let's go and update our work for now. If you don't click on update and anything happens, you will lose your work. So everything is set. I click on updates. Let's preview it. Awesome. So that's it on how to create a hero section for your home page. Now let's create a new section for featured categories. So these featured categories will display the various categories we have on our e-commerce website. So to do that, I click on the class icon here, add new section, and I choose single column. I go to elements, and I search for heading. Then I choose premium dual heading. I drag it in here and drop. So this will come in 2 different colors. So the first heading, I enter featured. And then the second heading, instead of add-ons, I make it categories. I go to style. For first heading, I change the typography to Poppins, and then the size, I click on the pencil icon here. Then I will make it 25. Okay, let me make it 30. Okay, I think 35 is cool. Then under transform, I change it to uppercase. And the text color, I click on color here, and I'll enter FFA 500. So that is the color I'm going to use. And since I'll be using this color, I'll also save it as I did for my font earlier. So I'll just call it orange. Now going down, second heading, click on it. And the typography, I make it Poppins. The size, I make it 35 as well. And then transform uppercase. And the text color, I make it black. I can also go ahead and add the black color to my colors. Okay, now I go back to elements, then I drag in the divider, and the width, I'll make it 20. I'll center it, then I increase the size of it by going to style, weight, let me make it 3. Now I reduce the gap to 2. That is the lowest, I guess. And the color, I change it to orange. Next, I insert an inner section by going to elements, I drag it in here under the divider. Now I need it to be in 4 columns, but I have 2. So I'll right click here, duplicate, right click and duplicate. Next I go to elements again, then I search for banner and I'll get this widget right here. I click and drag it in here. So this is how it will look like. Then I'll go ahead and insert the image I want to put there. I click, just go ahead and choose this, insert media. Awesome. And I can change the effects from here. Currently it is using effects 1. Let's see 2. You see that. 3. Awesome. I think this one is kind of cool, but I'll go with effect 1. Perfect. I'll go to content. I'll change the title from premium banner to suits, and then the description I'll say quality suits for men. Awesome. Then I go to style, I go down to title, and then the color I'll make it my orange color, and then typography I make it Poppins, and the size I'll make it 30. Okay, now let's go down to description. Now the color I'll use the primary color. Okay, and typography I'll make it Poppins. Perfect. Then finally I go to container and I'll add a shadow effect by clicking on the pencil icon here, and a shadow is added. Perfect. Now I can copy this and paste right there so that I can change the images and the categories. So in here I change the image to watches, and the content from suits to watches, and the description I'll say quality watches, as simple as that, for men. Awesome. Now let me link them up to their respective categories. So I start from here, suits, by clicking on it. So I'll toggle on link right here. Now existing page will only take me to the respective pages I want, but here is the case I want to use category, so I toggle on custom link. Then I'll just go ahead and copy and paste my category links. So let me go back to the dashboard of my website. I go to products, then categories. So the link for suits, I'll right click on view, copy link, go back to Elementor, paste. I do the same thing for watches, toggle it on and toggle custom on. And I go back to shoes, right click on view, copy link, go back to Elementor, paste. Sorry, I think this is for watches, so I'll just go ahead and work on shoes. Paste, go back to watches, right click, copy, paste. I'll do the rest pretty quick. Alright, now I want to change the arrangement of my categories by bringing shoes in here. Then I'll take watches over there. Awesome. Next, I want to create spacing in between the hero section and the featured categories. You see that the featured categories is kind of touching the hero section. So I click on edit section right here, then I go to advanced, and the padding I uncheck the values, and then top I make it 50, bottom 50. Awesome. Then I click on update. So that's how we add featured categories on our home page. Next, I want to insert a counter section. Counter is just by way of giving your users or your visitors some numbers as to how many categories of products or as to the number of products you have on your shop. So to do that, I click on add section and I choose single column. Now I go to elements and I search for counter. I choose the simple counter and I drag it in here. Awesome. And then the number should start from 0, and then the ending number, I'll enter 4, and then under title I enter categories, meaning I have 4 categories. So in here, for instance, if I add K, meaning I have 4K categories, meaning 4,000 categories. If I don't have that much, so I remove this. Or if I have 4,000 categories, I could just enter 4,000 right here. Alright, now I'll leave it at 4 for now. Then I go to style, the color. I'll use the global color for the text, for the number. Typography, I choose Poppins. Then I go to title, color for title, I make it black, and typography Poppins as well. And the size, I leave it as it is. Now I duplicate this as I need more counters. Do I need 4? I think so. So in here I make it 408. Products. So I have 408 products for people to choose from. And in here I have 6.1K. I have 4.1K happy clients. Awesome. And then finally I have 2 awards. So this will give my clients some kind of trustworthiness. So I change the background color by clicking on edit section. So I go to style, and the classic I make it a little bit gray, something like that. And then under advanced, under padding, I uncheck the values and I increase the margin to 25. Sorry, the padding to 25 for top, and then bottom 25. Then I update. So that's it on how to add counter to our home page. Now let's create a new section to showcase some of our products on the home page. So to do that, I'm going to use this heading style for that particular section. So I don't need to create it afresh. I'll just right click on edit section here, copy. Now come down here, right click, paste, so that I'll have the same design for my heading. So what I need to do is I click to delete this. Then I go to elements. Then I search for tab, and I'll choose this tab for skit. We are getting this particular tab as a result of the elements case we installed earlier. So I'll go ahead and center it. Now under tab content, I change these headings. So first of all, WordPress, I'll change it to recent so that it will display my recent products. I don't need this icon, so I'll make it none. Next, I change PrestaShop to featured to display my featured product, none for icon. And then the third one, best sellers. I have 3 and I need 4, so I'll add 1 by clicking on duplicate. I'll just duplicate best sellers, then I click on it to change it to sale, so that I'll add my product that are on sale over here. So how do I get my recent products? To get it, I'll go over to Google. Then I search for WooCommerce short course. I click on the very first link, the one that has docs.woocommerce.com. Now I scroll down to examples of product scenarios. So I'm looking for recent or newest product. So I select it, right click, copy. I go back to Elementor. So currently it is under visual. I remove everything, then I go to text and I paste it right here. Awesome. So this will display my recent or my most recent products. Next, I go to featured, click on it, then I go back to WooCommerce short course and I look for featured right there, right click, copy. Now I remove all this, then I go to text, then I paste. So let me go to featured. Right now I won't see any featured product because I don't have any featured products yet, so I can quickly add some featured products. So I go back to the dashboard of my website, then I go to all products. So I can make this a featured product by clicking on the star icon here. So it is now filled. So let me choose some featured products. So I want to choose 8 featured products and I'll get back to you. Alright, I have my featured products. So let me go back in here and I can refresh the page. But before you do that, make sure you update it. Alright, so I go to featured. Awesome. So I have my featured products in here. Don't worry, we'll look at how to style them up in a moment. So next I go to best sellers. So I will go and grab the short code for best sellers. Okay, best selling products. I select it, copy. So I remove this. Then I go to text, paste. Let's take a look. Awesome. I have 3 best selling products. And then finally, I'll grab the code for products on sale. Copy. Remove this, text, paste. And let's take a look. Awesome. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to specify the number of products I want to display on every single tab. So let me go to recent first. Product limit is 4. The number of columns 4. So product limit, I'll make it 8. Okay, that's it. Then I go to featured, go to text. I'll make that one to 8 products, and then the number of columns, I'll make it 4. and let's take a look. Awesome. I'll go ahead and do the same thing for bestsellers and sale products. Alright, I've added the rest. Awesome. And then sale, meaning I only have one product on sale. I update. Now let's style the tabs here. So I go to style. So there are nav items, so I click on nav items right here. Typography, I'll make it poppins as usual. And then the size, I'll choose 30. 30 is way big. I'll make it 20. 20 is perfect. The text color, that is the title color, I'll make it black. And then the active color, that is this one is active for now. I choose my global color orange. Perfect. Now let's take a look. So I click here. Now I don't need this border, so I'll take it off. So under normal border type, I make it none. I need to correct this little error here. This is not featured category. It's supposed to be featured products, so I select it. So on the second heading, okay, maybe I'll make it top products. Top. And then categories will now be products. Perfect. Okay, that's it. So I update. So that's it on how to add featured products to the home page of your e-commerce website. Next, I want to add a new section that will display shipping information, delivery, and payment information. So to do that, I'll just copy this section right here so that I build it from there. So I right click on edit section right here, copy, go down, right click, paste. So I right click on this, I delete it, right click, delete, right click, delete, and then finally delete. And I need only 3 columns, so I delete this column. So I go to elements, then I click on search widget, icon box. Now grab this one, drop it right there. Now icon position, I make it left, and under style I go to content, and then vertical alignment I choose middle. Now on the title, the color I change it to black. Typography I choose poppins, and I'll increase the size to 20, and then description, typography, poppins, and the color I leave it as it is. Now icon color I change it to orange. Now I'll edit the content of the icon box by going to content, icon, I look for van, and I select this, insert. So the title I make it free shipping, and then the description, so free shipping that covers Tamale and the whole of northern region. So any client that is making a purchase outside northern region to attract a fee, which was indicated earlier when we're setting up WooCommerce. So I'll just copy this, right click, paste, right click, paste, and I'll edit it. So I click on this, the pencil icon here, I change free shipping to fast delivery, description, and finally I'll edit this pretty quick. Alright, everything is added: free shipping, fast delivery, and secure payments. And then finally, I will insert a section that will feature our blog post. So to insert a section for our blog post, I'll just grab one of these titles right here. So I'll copy the whole section, copy, go down, right click, paste, so that I don't have to go over it again. So I close this out, then I go to Elements, then I search for blog, then I grab the premium blog, and I drop it right there. Awesome. Now on the number of columns, I make it 3, then post per page, even though it is displaying 3, but when we have more than 3 posts, the other one will appear down here, and I don't want that, so I'll make this 3 so that I'll always have 3 posts right here. And already I like the way everything is displayed. I like the hover animation, so you can explore the rest of these features here. If I go to post options, I don't need comments, so I toggle it off from here. Comments is gone. Maybe categories, I don't need it, and I only need author meta and then date meta. Except type, I'll make it link instead of dots so that users can click on read more to go to the main page. Now I'll go to style, title, the color, I'll make it black, typography, poppins, and the size, I'll make it, I think 20 is cool. And then the hover color, I make it the orange. Perfect. Now I'll go to content box, typography, poppins, the size is okay, color too is fine, I leave it as it is. Button, I don't have any button in here. I'll go to box. Now I'll create spacing in between the boxes, so I'll go to spacing. Now enter 5 or maybe 10. I think 10 is cool. Alright, I update it, and that's it on how to add blog posts onto the homepage of our e-commerce website. Now that all the sections are created and inserted, let's preview our page. Okay, so this is the hero section, followed by the featured categories. Awesome, everything is neat and clean. Perfect. Now it's time to make our website mobile friendly, so make it mobile and tablet friendly. So to do that, I click on responsive mode right here. So first of all, let's take a look at the mobile friendliness. As you can see here, this is for mobile and this is for tablet. Let's start from the top. So this is not right, so I select it. Then I go to style, and the typography, I click on the pencil icon and I'll reduce the size. Maybe 40 is cool. And I'll go back to content, center it. I'll select this as well, and the size maybe 20. Now go back to content, click on center. Perfect. Then the button, select it. Under content, I center it. Awesome. The image is fine. Featured categories. Okay, this is cool. Okay, accessories. I will decrease the size. So I'll go to style and the title. I make it, just want to have it in one line. Okay, 28 is okay. That's awesome. And this place too is cool. That is the counter section. Top products. This is not right. How can I solve this? So to fix this, let me take it back to desktop mode. I click on the pencil icon. I go to style and the nav items. In here, I link the values so that I get rid of this pattern. So first of all, I'll make everything 0. Then I unlink the values again. Right, I make it 10. And then left, I make it 10 as well. Now let's take a look. Okay, this is better now. Let's see how it will look on tablet. Even though we are not there yet. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to mobile. So here is fixed. Going down. Okay, here I select it. Then I go to style and the content. I center it and I do the same thing for the rest. Awesome. Featured categories. Okay, this is supposed to be blog post, featured blog post or something, or recent blog post. Let me correct that. So I'll say latest blog. Awesome. So I don't need to do any other thing here. Now let's take a look at tablet. And starting from top, the image here is cool. I'll work on this. I'm selecting it, go to style, and the typography, I click on the pencil icon. Okay, 55. Your home of quality, menswear, style, pencil icon. Okay, I think 25 is not bad. That's perfect. Featured categories. I'll select the column right here. Then column width, I make it 50. I'll select this one as well and make it 50. And I'll do the same thing to the rest of them. Awesome. That's cool. All right, this is cool. Okay, I need to work on this. So I'll select the column and the column width, I make it 100. In here 100, and finally 100. So this is perfect. And finally, the latest blog, I make it 3 columns. Awesome. Everything is set. I update. Perfect. So that's it on how to make our homepage mobile and tablet friendly. Now let's create our about page. So to do that, I go to new, click on page, and the title, about us. And then content layout, I make it 100% full width. Title, I disable the title. I click on publish, publish again, and now I'm going to edit it with Elementor. So I click on edit with Elementor. So by now you are familiar with how Elementor works. So I go to add new section, choose single column, then I make the height minimum height, and the background I edit it, go to style, and the background type classic, I choose an image, and I'll use this. Position, center, size, cover, and attachment I make it fixed. Awesome. Now I go to elements, I grab the heading element, I center it, change the text to about us. Now I go to style, I change the color to white, then typography, Poppins. Click on the pencil icon to edit it. Now I increase the size, I'll make it 45, and then transform, I make it upper. Now I want to add a background overlay to the background here, so I click on edit section, and the style I go to background overlay, and the background type I choose classic, and the color I make it black. Awesome. And I'll increase the opacity to 0.6. Perfect. Now I insert a new column, single column. I go to elements, I drag in the inner section. I go to elements again, and I drag in the text element. So in here, I'll just get some dummy content to fill up the space. I go to style, and the typography, I change it to Poppins, and the text color, I make it black. Next, I go to elements again, then I search for accordion, and I grab this, drop it right there. Then the content, I choose the first one, make it our mission, and I'll leave this text as the mission, close it up. The second one, our vision, then finally our core values. Let me view it. Awesome. Alright, next I create a space in here. So I select the first section, edit, I go to advanced, I unlink the values and the padding, then top I make it 50, and bottom 50 as well. Updates. So in here you need to make sure you give all the information about your store. Let's preview it. Awesome. Take note, I've not changed the font under the accordion right here, so you can fix it under style. Go to style, the title, and then the description. You can fix the font and the typography right there. Just want us to move fast. Next, I add a new section, and I'll choose the 3 columns. I'll go to elements, I search for theme, I grab the one with Xkit, I drag it in here, then image, I'll just use this one for all of them, and then the name, member position, CEO, and then the social profiles, I drop down Facebook, and in here I enter the person's profile link, Twitter as well, in that order. So if I want to add extra one, I click on add, and I'll change the icon. So I'll say Instagram, choose this, insert, and then the name I change it to Instagram. Perfect. And then the hover color, I'll change it to our gold color or our orange color. So hover, I'll scroll down to name, hover, global color orange. Awesome. The rest are cool. So I'll duplicate this. I'll just copy, then paste in here. Right click, paste. And I can go ahead and change the names from Mosma to John Doe, who is the marketing manager. Then you can go ahead and change the rest. So I click update. So let's preview it. Okay, there's no space in here. You can still create that, but first of all, let me create a heading for the theme. So to do that, I need to use some of the headings on my home page. So I go to the home page, I edit it with Elementor. I right click this and copy. I come back here, I click on the plus here, then right click here, paste. Awesome. Then I change it to featured will be our theme. Perfect. Then down here below, I add in a spacer element. Just drag it and drop it. I update. Now let's preview the changes. Awesome. So now our about page is completed. Now that we have created our home page, let's go ahead and create our contact page. So to do that, I'll just make a duplicate of the about us page. So I click here, and I exit to dashboard. Then I click on the WordPress logo here to take me back to the pages page. So this is the about us page. Then I click on PA duplicate. That's premium add-ons for Elementor. So this is the duplicated page. I click on quick edit. Then I change it to contact us. Then status, I change it to published. Then update. Now I click on edit with Elementor. Now I click in here and change the heading to contact us. And I'll go ahead and delete these sections from here. Okay, I'll delete this as well. Perfect. Now I'll go to elements and I drag in the header element, and I change this to I go to style and I change the color to black. I go to elements again, then I search for icon box right here. I drag it in here, and then icon position, I make it left. Then under style, I go to content, vertical alignment, I make it middle. And then title, I go to global color orange. Then the icon, I make that orange as well. I'll change the font to Poppins, and then description, I change it to Poppins. I increase the size of the title, 22 is okay. Now going back to content, I change the heading to phone, and in here I enter my phone number. Now change the icon to phone, maybe this. Now I can duplicate this, right click, duplicate. The title, I make it mobile, and then I change the number. The icon, I change it to mobile. I select this, insert, and finally I duplicate this again, and I make this email, info@example.com. I change the icon to email icon right here, insert. Perfect. Now I update. Now in here I want to include a contact form, so to do that I will have to go and install the contact form plugin. So I can use this to get to the back end. I go to plugins, add new, search plugins, WP forms. It is right there, install now. It has over 4 million active installations. I activate, it is activated, and you see it right there. So hover on it, then I add new. So in here you can start from a blank form. You can choose a simple contact form. You can even create a newsletter sign up form or a suggestion form. So I'll go by a simple contact form which is already built. So I select this. I'll just go ahead and edit this. I don't need first and last name, so I'll go to format and choose simple. Then email is intact. Comment or message, I want to make it only message, so I select it. Then under label, I just remove comment. Now I want to add another field to it so that users can add their phone numbers. So I'll just select numbers. Phone number is right here, but it is grayed out. To be able to use it, you need the pro version of WP forms. We can customize the numbers field to do whatever we want. So I click on it. So instead of numbers, I enter phone, and I will make it required. Then I select it, drag it up on top of message. Everything is intact. I click on save. Now let me go back to Elementor, refresh the page. Now I go to search widgets, WP forms, just right there. I grab this one, drop it in here. Then I drop down the arrow here, select simple contact form. Okay, you see that first three fields are not in line with the message field. We can fix this. So I update. Then I go back to WP forms. I click on the first field. Then I go to advanced options. Field size is medium. I make it large. Click on email, advanced, large. And finally, phone, advanced options, field size, large. And I save it. Now let's go and view our page. So I'll just click on preview, and everything is intact. Finally, I want to add a Google map beneath here. So I go back to Elementor, go to elements, I scroll down to the bottom, and in here I have Google Maps. Just drag and drop. Now I go to location, remove what is there, and I enter. So this is my location. If everything is right, it will pop up right here. I can also view the satellite mode. Awesome. Click on update. Let's view the changes. Awesome. Now in here, there's no space between the map and the footer. So I go back to Elementor. I go to Elements. And then I just drag in the spacer element. Update. Preview the changes. And we are good to go. Perfect. So my contact page is created. That's it on how to create a contact page for our e-commerce website. Now let's go ahead and create our legal pages, that is privacy policy and terms and conditions pages. So to do that, I'll go ahead and create my pages. So I'll go to the back end by just clicking on the name of my website here. And I'll go to pages. I can decide to duplicate some of the pages I already have so that I just build on it. So I'll use the About Us page as I did earlier. So I duplicate this. So this is it. Quick edit. And the status, I change it to published. Update. I do the same thing for privacy policy, so I can just duplicate the terms and conditions. So PA duplicate. It is right here. Quick edit. Status published. Update. All right. Now privacy policy, I'll right click Elementor, and then I do the same thing for terms and conditions. Right click, open in a new tab. So now I'm going to show you a website that you can use to generate your privacy policy and terms and conditions. So to do that, you can use a website called getterms.io. Enter. So with this, you can make a free privacy policy and terms and conditions pages. But if you want standard package or comprehensive package, you can go in for $25 and $49 respectively. So I click on the free one. So in here, I enter my web address. So I'll say my domain.com, for example, company name, my domain, then location, I'll say Ghana, email, info@mydomain.com. So my website will collect personal information. What kind of information will it collect? Name, email, phone number, mailing address. Now in here, what you use personal information for: personalizing experience, contacting users, okay, email newsletters. I think that's it. You can check whatever is applicable to you. I don't use third-party services. I use cookies. My website does not target children under 13. Now privacy, contact name. I'll say my domain. This is just some fictitious names I'm providing. And then contact method for your privacy contact. So I'll just enter my domain.com/contact. So this can be my contact page. Now I understand and agree to the terms. Then I click on generate terms. Okay, so these are my terms and conditions. Perfect. So this is the privacy policy. So I just click on copy to clipboard. It is copied. I go to my privacy policy. So I'll just remove this, and that. Then I'll drag in the text elements. Then in here, I highlight everything. remove, then paste. All right, so I can go ahead and rearrange them. Maybe I make this bold to stand out. Okay. Okay, everything is set. I update. Okay, so in here you see that terms of service and cookie policy are not active for us to use. So you can just go ahead and look at some other websites, how they are crafting out their terms and conditions, so that you can also build from them, or you take inspiration from them. So I'll just leave this page empty for now. So I update, and sorry, I need to change the title of this page to terms and conditions, and I'll do the same thing for privacy policy. Perfect. Update. So that's it on creating our legal pages for privacy policy and terms and conditions. Now we are done with the pages that require Elementor. Let's go ahead and create the rest of the pages that do not require Elementor. So to do that, I'll go over to the back end of my website. First of all, I'll create the tracking page. So I'll go over to pages, add new. So I enter the title, track order. Under OceanWP settings, I change the content layout to full width. Then in here, I search for shortcode by clicking on the plus icon here. I have it right there, click on it. Then I'll go over to Google and I search for WooCommerce shortcodes. Now go with the very first one. Then I scroll to WooCommerce order tracking. That is the shortcode. I copy it, then paste. I publish it, publish again. It is saved. I view the page. So here my buyers can track their order by entering their order ID, then billing email. So that's it on creating the tracking page. Now let's create a page that will display all our blog posts. So to do that, I go to new, then click on page. So I enter blog, then I click on publish, publish again. I view the page. In here, we won't see any blog posts. So to be able to display our blog posts over here, I need to go to the dashboard. Then I scroll to settings, then click on reading. Under your home page displays, I go to post page, drop down the arrow, then choose blog. Save the changes. Now let's view our blog page. So I'll go to pages, blog, click on view. So this is how our blog page will look like. We'll change it later in this tutorial. So that's it on how to create the blog page. Now let's configure our wishlist page, cart page, and checkout page. Now let's set up our wishlist page. So to do that, I'll just go ahead and run the setup wizard. So if you go to any page on your dashboard, wherever, you see this message displayed. So I just click on run the setup wizard, click on let's go. So in here, you just have to click on continue till the end. You don't need to do any special configuration. Continue, and that's it. Then return to the WordPress dashboard. So if I go to pages now, pages, I'll see wishlist and I can view it. Right click on view, open link in a new tab. So this is the wishlist page. So I don't need this sidebar here. I click on edit page. Under content layout, I make it full width, update. I view it, awesome. So this is how we configure the wishlist page. Now let's go ahead and configure our checkout page and cart page. So to do that, I exit out of here, then I go to pages. I'm already on pages. Then I go to cart, right click, open link in a new tab. Then I do the same thing for checkout, right click on view, open link in a new tab. So in here, I don't need the sidebar, and here as well. So I just click on edit page. Under content layout, I choose full width, update, view the page, awesome. I exit out of here. I edit the page for cart. Okay, it is already full width because we have changed the checkout page. So let's just click on update, then view the page, awesome. So that's it on configuring our wish list page, cart page, and checkout page. Now let's create a menu for our website, and we are specifically going to create the main menu. So to do that, I go over to the back end of my website. I go to appearance, and I click on menus. So in here, I enter main menu. You can give it whatever name. Then I click on create. Then under view all, I'll add all the menu items I want to appear under my main menu. So I have home, blog, about us, contact us, my accounts, shop. Okay, I think these are the pages I need on the main menu. I add to menu. I can rearrange them. Home, shop, about, blog, contact, and then my accounts. Then I assign it to main. Make sure you check this, otherwise it will not display on the main menu. So I'll go back there, click on save menu. Now I'll go to the front end, refresh, and it will appear right here. And it will also come with the cart icon as well as the search field. Awesome. So that's it on how to create our main menu. Now let's create our top menu that will appear above the header section right here. So to create my top menu, I go back to the back end of my website. I go to appearance, then menus. I'm already there. So I click on create a new menu. So in here, I can give it the name top menu. Take note, you can give it whatever name you want. Then I create menu. So I go to view all. Then I'll add track order, wish list, my account. Then I click on add to menu. Now I also want to add register or login menu. So I'll come back to the pages and then I add my account. And then I change one of them, my account, to login or register. Login/register. And this is because when you are logged in, you see this as my account, and when you are logged out, you see it as login or register. Awesome. And finally, I want to add others page and then log out, which you will find under WooCommerce endpoints. So I click on add to menu. So others, will come under my account, and login or register will also come under my account, and everything is set. Then I click on top bar. Make sure top bar is checked. If not, it will not appear on the top menu. So I click on save menu. Now let's refresh our page, and everything is right there. Awesome. So that's it on how to create our top menu. Now let's create some footer menus that will display some of our main menu items and some important links. So to do that, I'll go over to the back end of my website as usual, appearance, menus, create new menu. I can call this footer 1, create menu. Then I'll view all pages, about, contact, shop, blog, and maybe home. I add to menu, so I'll rearrange them. Okay, 5 menu links are okay. I click on save menu. Now I create another one for footer 2. Create menu, and in here I want to showcase privacy policy, terms and conditions, track order. Okay, I want to add 5 pages. Then I'll add checkout and cart. Add to menu, and the arrangement is fine. Maybe I'll take checkout on top and then cart will follow. Then I save menu. So that's it on creating the footer menus. We shall look at how we assign them to the footer area of our website. Now let's create some widgets for our website. And if you go to the shop page, at the left hand side, the widgets there are not appealing. So let's look at how we can create some custom widgets that will display information or requirements concerning our shop page. So to do that, I go to the back end of my website. Under appearance, I click on widgets. Now I go to WooCommerce sidebar. This is where I'll add all my widgets that will be displayed on the shop page. So first of all, I want to add the search field. So I go down to search, drop down the arrow, select WooCommerce, then add widgets. So it is added right here. Next, I want to add filtered by price, so that visitors of my website will be able to filter my product based on price. I have it right here, filter by product by price. I select WooCommerce sidebar, then add widgets. Now I also want to add some attributes. For instance, attributes for color and size. So I have filter product by attribute, drop it down, select WooCommerce sidebar, add widgets. So first of all, I'll say filter by color, and in here you make sure that color is selected. Click on save. Then I go back to filter product by attribute, select WooCommerce sidebar, add widget, then filter by size. Then under attribute I choose size.
save the changes. Next, I want to display some featured products. So I'll go to products right here, add widgets. The number I want to display 5. Then show, I'll select featured products. And then title, I make it featured products. Then save. Next, I display product categories. So I search for product categories. Take note, not categories, product categories. Drop down, then add widgets. And we don't want to show hierarchy, so I uncheck this, then save. Click on done. Now let's refresh our page. So that's it on creating widgets for our shop page. Now let's look at how we can add some widgets to the blog page. So if you go to the blog page, as you can see, the widgets over here are not appealing. So to change them, I go over to the back end, and the appearance, I go to widgets, and then default sidebar, I'll remove what is here. So delete, and I need a search bar, so I won't delete that one. So now I search for recent posts, show a listing of your recent posts or random posts. So I drop down, choose default sidebar, add widgets, and in here I want to show 5 posts. Then I click on save. Done. Next, I want to display social icons, so I have it in here. Default sidebar, add widgets, and under style I choose colored, and then going down I'll enter the various URL for the respective social media platforms. So if I want to use Twitter, I'll just enter twitter.com/ then my username. I do the same thing for Facebook, so I'll just enter hashtag. I want to use LinkedIn, and finally YouTube. Then I save it. Now let's go ahead and refresh our page. Awesome. So everything is set. So I've set my number of posts to 5. Meanwhile, I have 3. So that's it on how to add custom widgets to our blog post page. Now let's look at how to add some footer widgets to our website. So to do that, I go to the back end of our website to widgets, that is appearance widgets. So first of all, I'll look for text right here. I'll take it to footer 1, add widget. It is right here. So in here, I want to add my logo. It is right here, insert. And below the logo, I add some text about my website. So I'll just paste in some dummy content, maybe this much, and I click on save. Done. Now next, I want to add navigation menu to footer 2. So I search for navigation menu right here. So footer 2, add to widgets. So the title, I enter company, and then select menu. I choose footer 1, and I click on save. I repeat the process for footer 3. So I go to navigation menu, footer 3, add widget, then I enter quick links, then select menu. I choose footer 2, save changes, and finally I'll insert contact information. So I take it to footer 4, add widgets. So in here I enter some text about my contact details. Maybe I can give location. So in here I enter my address, phone, and this is my phone number. I'll just tweak it a little by adding plus. Mobile too, I add plus. I'm not going to use fax, so I take this off. And then email, I enter my email address in here. Maybe I don't need website, so I take everything out. Then Skype information, I don't need it, so I take it out, and then I save. Let's refresh our page. Refresh. Scroll down. Everything is right there. Or maybe this text, I don't need this much, so I'll go back to footer 4, contact info. I'll just take it out and then save. refresh. Perfect. So that's it on how to add the footer widgets. Now that everything is set, let's go ahead and customize our website. So to start, I click on customize. So I'll go to top bar and then general, the link color, I make it FFA 500. Awesome. Now I go to content. I want to display my email address. Then I'll also add my phone number. Now I want to add an envelope icon for email and then phone icon for phone number. So to do that, I go to fontawesome.com, enter. Then under search, I search for envelope, enter. Then I'll choose this one right here by clicking on it. So this is the code for the envelope. I just click on it to copy it. I go back to my customizer, and in here, before the email address, I paste it, and then the envelope will appear. I provide space, and then I do the same thing for phone number. So I go back to Font Awesome. I enter phone. Now I grab this by clicking on it. Then I just click on the code to copy it. I go back to my customizer. Then in here, I paste. Then I provide space. Now I want to change the color to my orange color I'm using on my website. So I'll come in here, in between the colon and the greater than sign. I provide space. Then I enter style is equal to, then I bring double inverted commas. Then inside it, I enter color, then colon, space, and I type in my color code. So hashtag FFA 500. Okay. So I do the same thing for the phone number. So I can just grab it from here or just copy it. Then I paste it over here. Awesome. I publish it and go back under general. Now text color, I want to make it black, completely black. And then link color, I'll make it black as well. And finally, hover color, I enter my orange color, publish. Now let's customize the header section of our website. But before we do that, let's go ahead and create a logo for our e-commerce shop. So to do that, I open a new tab, then I go to logo maker. Take note, logo maker without an e.com, enter. I exit out of here. So in here, you can search for whatever icons or graphics you are looking for. So if you are into, let's say, real estate, enter. It will display some icons related to real estate. Now I want to create a logo for an e-commerce website and specifically for men's wear. So I'll search for suit, enter. Awesome. I have a bunch of suits to pick from. I think I like this, so I select it and I can drag and drop it anywhere I want. Then to add in a text, I'll just click on text, that is the T here. Then I enter Imacan, that is the name of my shop, and I can drag it to whatever location I want. I can align it by going to styles, left align, reposition it. Awesome. Now I can duplicate it, right click, duplicate. So I drag this here, then I change it to collections. So this, I can increase the size by going to options again, sorry, styles, then I toggle on fixed size, then I can drag to whatever size I want. I want it to be in line with collections. Okay, now I take it up so that it will be in line with my suit here. Now I'll select both text and I'll just align it in the middle of my suit. Awesome. Now use my right arrow keys to spacing it up. I'll change the color to black, so I'll just enter 000. Awesome. And then the suit itself, I change the color to FFA 500. That is my orange color I'm using on my e-commerce website. So my logo is created. I'll just go ahead and click on save. Now, do I want to download this for $19? No, I'll just download the low resolution. Then I click on OK. Let me go ahead and check my logo. Open folder. So I have my logo in here. I can rename it. All right. Now I go back to logo maker. I exit out of here. Next thing I want to do is I'll delete the text by selecting it. I'll delete this as well. And then I want to use this as my fave icon. So I can just increase the size further. This is okay. Then I go to save. No thanks, download low resolution. Okay, it is saved. I rename it. So this is how we create logo using logo maker. Now let's go ahead and insert our logo and a fave icon right here. Fave icon is the shortcut icon you usually see on the tab of your web browser. So to do that, I go to header, then click on logo, select logo, upload files, select files. Then I go to the folder where I will locate my logo. It is right here, Imacan logo. Open. Logo uploaded. The alt text I want to enter Imacan logo there. Select. Skip cropping, and I can decrease the width. So let's see. Okay, I'll just make it 120. Perfect. Now I want to add the shortcut icon. So I go back, I go to site identity, then select site icon, upload files, select files, then I choose Imacan fave icon, open. So I can make this Imacan logo as well. Select, then I skip cropping. It is right there. I publish. Now let's customize the menu items. So to do that, I go back, then I go to header, menu, and then the link color, I make it black. Then go back. I want to make the text capital letters. So I go back, I go to typography, then main menu, transform, I choose uppercase. And then the font family, I choose Montserrat. Then font weight, I choose 500 or maybe 600. 600 is okay. Then I'll change the font weight for the top bar too. So I'll go back, top bar, font weight 500. Now change the font family to Montserrat. Now I go back. Now let's fix the search field. If you click on it, this is how it will pop up. I don't want it this way. I want it to open up and fill up the main menu area. For instance, if I go to the website, now if I search for something, for instance, suite, and hit enter. So instead of it searching for products, it will rather search it like a post. I don't want it like that. So I go back to customizer, then I go back to general options, then I go to general settings, going down, search page results. I want the source to be products. Perfect. Then I click on publish. So if I go back to it, then I search for suite, enter. So it will now come on a product page. Awesome. So I exit out of here. Now let's make our search fields open up and fill the menu area. So I go back, I go to header, then menu, I scroll down and look for search icon style, replace header, publish. Now when you click on it, this is how it will appear. Perfect. Then finally, I want to increase the size of my cart icon. So I go back, then I select WooCommerce, then I go to menu cart, going down, choose this, and then I increase the size. 30 is cool. Awesome. And then I'll also center it vertically. So in here, I enter 10. Okay, 10 is too much. Maybe 8. Awesome. Then I publish. So that's it on customizing the header. Next, I want to change the font family for the blog post. So I go back, then I go to typography, body, the font family, I make it Montserrat, and then the color, I change it to black. Awesome. Update. Now let's fix the footer and then the copyright section. So I'll go to footer widgets, going down the background color, I paste in this color, E9, E9, E9. My links are not visible much, so I'll change the text color to black and the border black as well, and then the link color, I make it black. Perfect. Now the heading of my widgets, so I'll fix it, go back, I go to typography and then footer widget heading, I scroll down, I change the color to black, and then I go up, the weight, I make it 500, then transform, I change it to uppercase, then I publish. Finally, let's fix the copyright section. So I go back, so I go to footer bottom, remove OceanWP, then the background color, the text color, I change it to white. Awesome. Then I click on publish. So that's it on how to customize the footer section. Now let's do some final customizations. So first of all, I'll change the blue colors in here to my gold color. So in here you see the color right there. If you scroll down, you see it on the widgets. So to do that, I go to general options, then go to general styling, and the primary color, I enter FFA 500. You see that it has changed up there, and then hover primary color, I enter the same thing, FFA 500. Perfect. Publish. Now let me go to the blog page, even though I'm already there, so that we'll start it up. So I go back, I click on blog entries. Under blog style, I choose thumbnail. Awesome. Publish. Now let me go to the shop page. Then I select any products. I want to customize the shop page. I want to make it full width. I don't want this sidebar. So I go back, WooCommerce. Then go to single products. Choose full width. Publish. Now the wish list, let's make it a button. I want it to appear like a button. Or when you go to the main shop page, it should appear like a button. Alright. So to do that, I need to add some CSS, that is cascading style sheet. I will link it up in the description down below so that you can use it in your work. So to do that, I go back, and the custom CSS, I paste it in here. And now when you hover, you see the background has changed to my orange color. Perfect, because that is the color you see in here, and the font color is white. So if I go to a single product page, I'll see the add to wish list having the same background color. Perfect. I publish. Now everything else is fine. So I exit out of here. Awesome. So that is it on doing the finishing touches. Now let's create an official email for our e-commerce website. We don't want our visitors to receive messages which is coming from our Gmail account. So to do that, I go to my cPanel account, then under the dashboard area, I click on email accounts. Defaultly, you get one email account created when you host your website. So I click on create account, and the username I say info, and then the your url.com is already there. Now password, I enter in my password, then email quota, maybe I can make it 1000 megabytes, or I can even decide to make it unlimited by clicking on max. Create account. So my account is created. I exit out of here and I go to the back end of my website. I go to e-commerce settings, and the emails, I click on manage under new order, and in here I'll enter my professional email. Save the changes. I go back to emails. Now you see it right there. So I'll do the same thing for cancelled order and then failed order and get back to you. Alright, all my emails are intact. Now going down, the from address, I remove that one too, and then enter my professional email. And then under footer text, I don't want my client to see that I'm using WooCommerce, so I'll delete this. I'll just delete and leave the site title. And then the color, the base color, I'll change it to my orange color, FFA500. Awesome. Then I click on save changes. So that's it on how to create an official email for our e-commerce website and also add it to our WooCommerce settings. Now that we have created our professional email, let's go ahead and look at how to fulfill an order. So when our clients buy from us, let's take a look on how we send their products to them. So first of all, I'll make an order myself. Maybe I'll choose this. I choose color blue and then size medium, and I add it to cart. I view the cart. Maybe I'll increase the quantity, then I update the cart. So everything is intact, and I'm getting free shipping because I'm shipping to northern region. Now if I change the address from northern region to Savannah and update, you see that the shipping will be $10 for flat rate, and likewise any part of Ghana. So if I go to Western North and update, it's still the same. Okay, but I am from northern region, so I didn't need to pay for shipping. So I go back to northern, update, and shipping is free. Proceed to cart. In here I enter my details, so I'll just fill this pretty quick and get back to you. Okay, I'll fill out my details, and I'm going to use cash on delivery because PayPal is not acceptable in Ghana. I only included this to show you how to integrate other payment gateways. So I place order, and then the order is received. Thank you, your order has been received. And then this is the order number, today's date, my email, the total cost. Then the payment method is cash on delivery. And below here are the details of everything. And this is my shipping address. So this is my billing address, and this is my shipping address. Awesome. Now, as the owner of the e-commerce shop, I go to the back end, then I go to orders, and now this is the order. It is processing. But first of all, let's see how the client will receive a message from us after making the order. So I check my emails pretty quick. So this is the new email from Imakan Collection. So I select it. Awesome. So thank you for your order. So take note, this is the color I changed from the purple to my orange color. And down here below is where I remove WooCommerce. Take note. So let's go back to our orders. So to fulfill this order, I'll click on the buyer's name, and in here it will indicate the payment method, payment to be made upon delivery. Order status change from pending to processing. Alright, so assuming we have sent this particular product to the buyer, we would take our money from him upon delivery. So when that is done, we'll change the status from processing to completed. So assuming instances where we cannot fulfill the order, we can cancel. For instance, he has already made payment and we are not fulfilling the order, we can also go ahead and do refund. So here's the case, we want to fulfill the order, so we click on completed, and then I click on update. So a new email will be sent to the client again concerning the decision we have made. And that's the email: we have finished processing your order, blah blah blah, to the end. Perfect. So that's it on how to fulfill order when our visitors make a purchase on our website. So as the shop owner, I'll also receive every single email that is being sent to the buyer. So you can check that up at your own time. And this brings us to the end of our e-commerce tutorial. I hope this video was helpful. If you found value, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that each time I post a new video on this channel, you'll be the first to know. Keep watching, and we will talk soon.